Yo, 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 what going on YouTube? It's your boy TBLtotheworld, you don't know. Back again with another video. So, this is my first time recording a video throughout the day, man. Like, actually in the daytime. I know that with my schedule the way it is, me and trying fall off on the content. I try and keep my word and keep the consistency. So, I figure, you know what? Let me just try and jump on while I have the time. Right now, it's in the middle of the day. It's like 1:24 p.m. This is my first time recording a video before 8 p.m. I'm doing this here for y'all. I'm doing this here to make sure that the content coming and the consistency there. Now, if I sound like I have a little bit of a slow, kind of be a little patient with me. I actually just had a whole tooth extracted. They had to cut my gums open and stuff. So I kind of speaking with a big gaping hole in the back of my tooth. It actually really, really sore. So I'm gonna try and power through this one here just for y'all. So in today's video, I want to go over 5 principles. You could call them 5 tests, 5 principles, 5 qualities, whatever. I want to go over these 5 things that she must have, these qualities that she must have, these principles that you must test her with, that she must have in order for you to consider her someone you could take serious for a long-term relationship as your girlfriend or anything beyond that, marriage or whatever. Oftentimes, a lot of guys that go into the dating world and you're just looking at girls. You're looking at girls for their appearance, their body, how pretty it is, and you're ignoring a lot of things. And sometimes you find yourself in these relationships just scratching your head, going crazy, saying like, yo man, like how did I end up with a girl like this? You know what I mean? Like all these qualities that came out of nowhere. They didn't come out of nowhere. Sometimes people need the right opportunity, circumstance, or situation that they need to be put in order to show you how they would handle those situations, handle those moments, and really show you their true colors. Sometimes you gotta tell your girl no early on to see how she handles not getting what she wants. So for now, let's get right into it. So principle number 1, you have to disagree with her calmly. When you disagree with her, listen to how she responds to you. Does she attack your character? Does she try to guilt trip you? Does she try to manipulate you? Does she try to start a fight? Is she fighting to try and win and prove a point? Or is she actually trying to understand where you're coming from? So disagree with her on something. And I ain't saying to like play some childish game, but find something that you inherently don't agree with. That you feel you want to stand on and see how she reacts to you. See if she reacts calmly. See if she understands your perspective. See if she's willing to communicate and discuss things with you calmly from a place of trying to understand each other. Or see if she's trying to win. See if she's trying to battle you, guilt trip you. Let me tell you something. If you're experiencing this and y'all just dating, or if y'all really all in your relationship, it don't get better. If the way she handles conflict is she's trying to win, she's trying to guilt you, manipulate you, she can't handle it. She can't handle you disagreeing with her. Early on, long-term relationships, marriage, it's just gonna be war. You better off just looking at a girl like, yo, we could have fun, we could hang out, but I can't take you serious. So the first principle is, does she respect you still during disagreements? And like I say, you don't want to play games, ain't like you're trying to troll her. When y'all having disagreements, you just have to see how does she talk to you. Does she talk from a place of respect? Y'all try and come to a situation where y'all can figure it out together and get to the next place? Or is she disrespecting you? Is she attacking you? Is she guilt tripping you? Is she manipulating you? Is she fighting to win? Or is she trying to communicate to understand it? So principle number 1, does she respect you during disagreements? Principle number 2, or call it test number 2, tell her no to something. No explanation, no apology. Just say no to something, especially something that you do not have the capacity of doing. Just tell that girl no and pay attention. Does she respect the fact that you can't do it? Does she respect your no? Or does she come back with attitude? Does she come back with insults? Oh, you ain't a real man. Oh, you can't do this for me? Will you do this with your boys? Does she have that tit for tat, I gonna get you back energy? Oh, so you can't do this for me? Watch what I'm gonna do. If she gives you that type of energy, that type of attitude, that's just letting you know if she can't handle a no, she definitely can't handle your leadership. As a leader of your relationship, there are gonna be times where you will have to say no. Life is filled with no's. If she can't handle a no, she can't handle your leadership. At the end of the day, you cannot be in a relationship with a person like that. She has to be able to handle no. It's like I say in my book, The Attraction Blueprint. It's always good to try and disappoint your girl early on. I'm not saying to go out there and be mean and play games. But just say no to something that you genuinely cannot do. Watch how she responds. It's okay, if she's disappointed and she's like, man, damn, babe, I'm really disappointed. I was really looking forward to it. But, thank you for letting me know, that's fine. She's allowed to feel whatever she feels. She's allowed to be disappointed. I mean, we're all human beings. I'm not saying she can't experience disappointment because she couldn't get, the thing that she wanted to get. That's fine. But if she meets that no with punishment, attitude, tit for tat, I'm gonna get you back type energy, that's a major red flag. And that's why you have to test it. You have to see what she does. And again, like I said in my previous video, I recommend doing this early on. Number 3, the next thing that you have to look out for, the next principle that you have to pay attention to is how is her relationship with attention? Does she need constant validation and attention? Does she need constant reassurance? Is she constantly posting? All of those things are coming from a place of insecurity. And it's going to be very difficult to satisfy that insecurity. There's nothing you can really do as a man in a relationship that could fully satisfy someone that has their own issues of insecurity within. You could do all of the things that she's saying she needs. You could reassure her every single day. But if she has an unhealthy relationship with attention and validation, you're never going to be able to fill that void, and she's always going to be seeking it elsewhere outside of your relationship. At the end of the day, if external attention feeds her more than your presence, you're always going to be in competition. You're never going to be able to fill that void. That's not a woman that you could take serious in a real relationship. Now, here's the fourth thing you need to pay attention to. How does she speak about her exes? Whenever she's talking about her ex for whatever reason, you need to listen carefully. If all she's saying is every ex was toxic, or controlling, or insecure, all of them, all of her exes, everyone, if you use the common denominator in all of the situations, they can't all be the problem. Most likely use the problem. If all of her exes were toxic, controlling, or insecure, all of them, that tells you everything that you need to know. And guess what? If all of her exes toxic and controlling and insecure, guess what role you gonna play? Human nature is such that patterns repeat themselves. So when she's talking about her exes, you need to listen carefully. Now, principle number 5, and this is big because this is the thing that lets you know, like, man, I get a real one. This is the stories you to hear about the guys in there be like, yo, man, I gotta keep her, man. She's a real, I give me a good girl. See how she acts when you kind of fall out. Maybe you lose your job, you lose some status. If you lose money, you lose momentum, especially money. See how she handles you. After the times, man, when we get with someone, we might be in a good space. We might have bread flowing in. We might be feeling on top of the world in that moment. That's how we was able to attract and have that good energy. And I mean, we might be doing well in our job. We might have all the things around us going great. But life happens. And sometimes you might be up here, and y'all great, relationship great. But now all of a sudden something happens and now you're down here. See how she handles you when you low. See how she handles you when you're down. Does she step up and stand closer to you? Does she still have your back? Is she still there for you? Does she still show up in the same way? Or does she create distance? Does she create more problems? Is there more arguments? Tell you things like, you and a real man or a real man would do this. Or does she try to bring you along even more? Does she try to make you feel even lower? Like when you're low, does she kick you while you're down? That right there is the real loyalty test. Because let me tell you something. Nobody ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect. No man, no woman is perfect. You ain't gonna find someone that's like completely like programmable to where they're gonna have all of the things that you need exactly the same way that you need them. But how they show up for you, especially in the hard times, is gonna tell you a lot about their character. It's gonna tell you a lot about their investment into you and into the relationship. It's gonna let you know where they stand with things outside of what they can get from you. Someone is either gonna stand closer to you or they're gonna push further apart from you. And that's the thing that you need to pay attention to. If when you're down, she creates that distance, she kicks you while you're down, she doesn't show up for you in the same way, she's not the same person with you anymore, cut her off. Get rid of her because she's not in it for you. She's in it for what she can get from you. Cut that person off because let me tell you something. It's going to be easier to get out of whatever space that you're in, whatever hard time you're going through, whatever moment that you're facing, it's going to be easier and lighter to navigate it and get through it without that excess negative heavy baggage of that person that's just parasite draining you and sucking the life out of you. You're going to be able to focus on what you need to focus on in order to build yourself back up and actually attract a person that's going to show up for you in the good and in the bad. At the end of the day, things like long-term relationships, marriage, this woman that you're going to take serious, it has nothing to do with love. It's not about love. It's about long-term compatibility and alignment, especially under stress, especially when things aren't going perfect, when things aren't going your way or her way. That's when it really counts. Anybody could be sweet when life is easy. Anybody could be nice when they get exactly what they want. It's under stress and hard times and under these situations where you have to be tested and see how you still show up. Those are the moments that really count. Apply these 5 tests. Apply these 5 principles. Don't do it from a place of maliciousness. Don't try and be mean. Just do things that's really genuinely within the capacity of what you can handle. Say no to something that you really can't do. Disagree with something that you genuinely don't agree to. See how she shows up if you have hard times. Look at how she handles attention and validation and see if she seeks outward for reassurance or see if she gets fulfilled from within and if your presence is more than enough. And listen and pay attention to how she speaks about the men that came before you because you gotta understand what role you gonna play. So like I say, I make this video because a lot of times the men that I'm speaking to, they're going out there and they're not looking out for these things early on. They're just going with the flow. They're having fun. She attractive. She got fat ass. So that man just lost in the sauce. And the man just saying, yo, she's so nice to me. She's so sweet for me. She'd buy me this. She'd do that for me. When everything going great, they never really get tested or put in a position where they had any kind of stress or pressure put on them. So they don't know how they're going to react in those situations. So you end up getting with this girl You know, I'm staying with her for 2, 3 years, and then boom, here comes some hard times. Here's a little bit of stress and pressure. And then boom, all of a sudden you feel like you're dealing with a different person. If you apply these 5 things, especially early on, it will help you get a clearer picture for who it is you're truly dealing with. You're going to see their true colors. These 5 tests and these 5 principles will save you a lot of time and heartache, man. A lot of that stuff is covered in this book. The Attraction Blueprint is available now on Amazon. I just got to plug it in, you know, you don't know. If you or anybody you know is going through a situation and you need my help, shoot me a DM or book a one-on-one. The link is in the description. Follow me on our platforms. And until the next one, it's TBL to the world. You don't know.
TBL to the world. Yeah, hear me now. TBL, them can't stop way. Oh, can't hold me down. Enough of them a pray for lightning shock way. And we see we lifeless on the ground, so we bring